How are you doing and how have you been? My name's Tazastical. This is Perkins. The autosave ruined the intro. I'm done. I'm done. Let's get to it. So, party people, we have made some tough decisions. I always see you in the comments. Don't worry, party people. We've got to do what we've got to do. At the end of the day, meat is so hard to come by. Like, we cut... Oh, you shot his head off. Oh, I should have just meleeed it. You know, meat is so hard to come by. Oh, sorry, I just realised we're obviously in a... I've restricted her zone. Yeah, but meat is so hard to come by. We've just got to make tough decisions. So, sadly, it's just me and Perkins again. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. If that doesn't get you in the mood for this episode, I don't know what does, party people. Right, what is the plan for today? Obviously, well, it's not obvious if you don't know, so I don't know why I say that. I would really like the workshop up today. I feel like that would be a great addition. My OCD's kicked in, aren't they? Yeah, it would be a really marvellous addition just to allow us to do some other stuff. The kill box is fine, I'm happy with that, but obviously now we need to get all the traps up. Luckily we've got quite a lot of food, and now we need to get on top of everything, so then obviously Perkins can start clearing up everything, tidying everything, but good amount of meals. Then we'll be able to add 6 more meals, because I think it's like 10 a pop, if I remember correctly. So that's the episode. Let's get the workshop back up. Then we can move some of the stockpile over as well, which would be really, really ideal. And other than that, we're living the dream. We are going to have to start thinking about a heater, because while we're in summer, winter is coming. So how much steel? I'm going to open on the top left. So we've got 6 steel. So we probably need to mine quite a lot of steel, silver, etc., etc. Just so when obviously winter comes, we can just hide away and still be able... Oh, we've got some plasteel right next to us. Nice, nice, nice. Component-wise, have we actually got any left? No. Okay. Okay. No, Perkins is still loving life. I mean, she wasn't bothered at all about Lewis. Lewis was just eating her precious food. So yeah, I think food is always going to be a problem. Obviously, that's the thing with Randy Random. You don't know how much of a problem it's going to be from episode to episode. But at the end of the day, we've got to do what we have to survive. The series is not about... Like, when I say we're playing a fiction, this story is about Perkins. Like, I'm not just playing Rimworld. We're here to save Perkins. So in whichever way we do that, got another raid, but it should just be the one person again. I did not mean to click the world button. I do that like more times than like I really should. I don't know if it's just because I'm losing the plot. What I mean to click is this book next to it, because then it comes up with like the message if you accidentally click off it too quickly. So we're just going to say hide inside Perkins, because we don't need to deal with this. There we go. Workshop is up. Lovely. Jubbly. Would like to... So I could probably just move this whole stockpile into there now, which I think we're going to do. I've got to get better at just not pausing it. Alright, stockpile. There we go. Then copy that. Paste settings. And then delete that. So our stockpile moves out of the bedroom/rec room. Right, there we go. And then we are free to rumble. We've got another raid. Smelly. Bit harsh, bit harsh. Are you attacking immediately? Yep, they're attacking immediately as well. We still got traps, right? Yeah. If I go... Unrestrict quickly. Perkins, can you just hold that body? That would be lovely. And then I'll restrict you once again. And yeah, we're starting to actually build up a really decent stockpile now. We're just going to need to make sure we continue to stockpile for the winter, because otherwise it's going to be very boring for everyone, Perkins included, with obviously nothing to do. There's another raid. How many raids are there? Quest. Oh, 2 similar size groups will follow after. I'm sure we've had more than that, though. Okay. We are running low on traps now. That's the only slight concern. I'm just holding these bodies as I said, if there's a body here, the chances are the next person will skip past it. I do need to have a look if this person is nimble. Nimble is the only problem that we're going to have with these traps. There we go. Perkins. Oh, go back to sleep. I thought she was actually going to do some work. No, don't be silly, Tazastical. Right, where's this last person? It looks like it's preparing before they come down. Psychopath would have been nice to nick, but here's what it is. Still got Tattered Apparel, but there's not really much we can do about that. I think the name of the game. Right, they're raiding now. Where are they? Where is that one person, I should say? We will need to build a prison, though. Worst case scenario, I can just move into the stockpile for the time being. So it's not the worst thing in the world. Pods have arrived, and that was our glitter world. Yep. Perfect. Easy peasy Perkins. Easy? I don't know. Right, there we go. So cooking all that up. Cooking up a storm in today's episode. Right, haul that body, and then we need to go do some mining. Because what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to move the work schedule to actually... I just want mining at 1. Mining at 1, 3 on cooking. So you're going to mine first, and then you're going to construct. The reason why I'm doing this is you shouldn't really do this, but because we're mining and constructing such small parts, I really want that done first, because a lot of that is just going to be replacing traps and stuff like that. And if we don't get that done, obviously that's the end, party people. That's all she wrote. So I want Perkins to actually just do this all while you're here. Then I'll get her to haul some stuff back to the stockpile. Lovely jubbly. Perfect. Perfect Perkins. A rhyme so nice, I won't say it twice. Apparently you're building a roof. If you really must, Perkins. Obviously, I want to get to the point where we finish off the path, finish off all the traps. The concrete path again, just to make you walk faster, so the enemy definitely takes that passage. And then we need the traps back up. So the only problem, obviously, it's quite work intensive, keep replacing this, but short term it is the option that we need to continue down. -7 outside, so it's not too cold, but we know the winters get cold, so they can hit up to -60, and we're in a slightly colder place than last time. Obviously, I'm aware we need heaters and stuff. We're now in... Okay, we're now coming out of summer. I say summer, we're in a permanent winter, but the seasons still do change slightly. Gonna get Perkins. Actually, no. Perkins needs to finish the traps. Once Perkins finishes the traps, then we'll get some components. Because again, I want everyone just inside the base. Then winter, we can then get back onto research. Get back onto what we do best. Because then I really would like to make our way over to gun turrets. Just for sappers and stuff like that. Just to make sure they're not going to cause us too much pain. haul these so we can be a bit more efficient. Then I'll go draft and draft. And Perkins will use that steel that she had in her hand to build the traps. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Otherwise, if you see down here, she'll only carry 33. Where if I tell her to haul it, she'll carry 72. And then you draft, undraft to reset work schedules. Like, I don't always care to do this, but especially when there's one colonist, we need to save as much time as possible. And the kill box being down is never good. There we go. So we've got a concrete path in. You can't really see it, but you can if you look at the bottom left-hand corner. Thick snow, concrete, walk speed up. Lovely. Right, now Perkins will cook all that, which is okay. Obviously, temperatures now are getting lower and lower. So it's probably the time to actually mine these components. Again, so we can actually build some of the work stations that we're going to need. Because then we can start building, making human leather again. Perkins can get our, human leather company back in order. Not going to need tons of components, but we will mine this whole bit out. Got no reason not to. Just out of curiosity, Perkins, how many... Okay, you can haul 8. So can you haul 10 components at once? Let's try and make this as efficient as possible. You can. Can you haul 12? 12 components will probably be enough. I will. Lovely, lovely, lovely. So, I've got to stop pausing it. I think it's just natural. So, none of this. There we go. So, machining table wants 5. Smelter wants 2. Research bench wants 10. So, we probably want a few more components. Is there anything close to us? There's this up here. So, let's go tackle this tomorrow. Now we're just in stockpile mode. So I think we're going to do a lot of mining tomorrow. Let's mine all of that. The plasteel I'm not too bothered about yet. Obviously we will have to build armour for Perkins and stuff like that. It's basically, now we've got to do the things that we can't do in a month's time. Because September, so temperatures were at like -6 and stuff. They're now at -13. So they are ramping down quite rapidly. Transport pod has crashed. It's the only thing about when we have one person, the game will keep throwing people at us. Which isn't necessarily bad. But I think that helps with food stocks more. When you have the 2 colonists, they're not giving... Like, Randy doesn't give you these freebies. Right, haul them first. So we know we've got them back at camp, so to speak. Lovely. 22 components in our pocket. Because I want to be ultra productive. Is this not roofed? Unroofed. Why? Did I accidentally click the wrong button? Going to do then is actually cancel some of this, and I'll get Perkins to mine this, but building that roof is important so obviously stuff doesn't deteriorate. We're not that resource rich that we can just let everything deteriorate, surprisingly enough. I know, party people, I know. Right, there we go. How much silver have we got? I thought we had no silver because it wasn't on the top hand left on the little drop down, but it's because it's not in stockpiles. Okay, she's got food poisoning because she's an incompetent cook. She's got 8. It's probably more the dirt everywhere. So I'll hold left shift, then when she wakes up, I'll cue this as the next job to do where she can just quickly clean everything. Just to make it not so bad. What's she doing now? Smoking a joint. I'll allow her. Other than that, back up here, girl. Actually, if I lock you inside the base for a minute. Okay, no, you're going to clean up all that vomit now. As much as I appreciate you vomiting on the floor because you've got food sickness. So minus 19, I just saw it hit. So it's going up, it's going up. So if we can get a little bit of stealing, mainly just for the traps to replace them. That being said, obviously we are building the workstations that I've mentioned so many times you're bored of hearing it. There we go, there we go. This storage place over here. Okay, then unrestrict Perky. No, you need to clean... don't worry about it. Don't be alarmed, we are on speed 3. Now, food sickness does a lot. So our movement is only 20%, which is a bit redonk, but never mind. End of the day, these are the things that we've got to do. Otherwise, winter will be too harsh. Because we won't get a chance to mine. I say, what it more means she'll get hypothermia before she can really do anything. She's making a meal out of this. And I don't mean the meal that she's placing on the floor. It's disgusting, Perkins. And we all deserve better to watch this. I'm watching her mood because I don't really want her to break down, especially while her movement is so low. Outdoors minus 21. This is why there is a rush. You're mining quicker if you got over the food poisoning. Yep, yep, yep. Cool. Haul some steel back. Lovely. And the stockpile grows, my friends. It grows. Have a meal. Treat yourself. Where was the body that dropped? Did we get it? I don't feel like we did. I'll say he like got up and ran away. I thought he was... Maybe we already did it and I've like... I don't know, like passed out through recording. There we go. I thought I hadn't gone totally insane. We'll extract the skull for the next one just so we can get them skull spikes that Perkins likes so much. Right, so come and haul, and then I'll queue up extracting skull, which is a fun activity the whole family can get involved in. Perkins, stop throwing up on the floor, it's sad. Why are you not coming over to haul this body? Come on, stop throwing up on the floor and get to work. It's not good, Perkins. Not good. Oh, Perkins, that walk speed is absolutely sad to watch. Let's get a standing lamp in here. Then it's what production things do we want in here? So an electric tailor bench. Yes, please. A machining table. Yes, please. Stonecutter's table. Yes, please. A smelter. Let's get rid of that lamp. A smelter. Yes, please. Then we're going to need the high research bench. There, it's that. Yep. Then we'll just mine that up. Obviously it's going to be a very... is there a better way we could do this? Let's wait 2 secs on that. Let's mine that. The research bench can definitely stay in here. Okay, Perkins has come back with that. Come on, Perky. Millions are watching you walk at like 2 miles an hour. Get over your food poisoning. Get over yourself. Right, let's hold left shift just so I can clean up this. No, you need to clean this up before you go to bed. Or utterly ignore me. There we go. Cool, cool, cool. Obviously lots of stuff to haul and stuff like that, but... yeah, it is what it is. Minus 32 outside. Yeah. I was half debating whether to not let her sleep. We have got a raid. Luckily, all our traps are up, so that's perfect. 2 people. Let's just make sure no one's nimble. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Because if no one's nimble, we don't have to do anything apart from lock Perkins inside. Oh, they weren't sappers or anything, were they? Nope. Here they come into our base. And the other person runs away, which is a bit upsetting. Let's just check and see if you'd get hypothermia. Hillary's forced weather. Foggy rain. Hillary joins. Let's accept. You never know. Alright, let's see what Hillary brings to the table. Nothing. What I am going to do is tell Hillary to come up here and haul this steel. So she can do that before we eat her. Perkins is then, so forced weather. Hillary joins. I mean, the forced weather isn't a problem whatsoever. What clothes have you got, Hillary? I'll pack a wall. I'll probably get you to drop all that. As much as I like the human leather boosts that we do get for Perkins, it's probably going to be more advantageous to actually be able to survive the hypothermia. Who's getting that? Perkins, okay. Noted. Oh, it's serious. It's time for a heater then, I guess. Temperature. Let's get a heater. Or... no, let's just get a heater. I was thinking about then we could get a cooler for the freezer, pump the hot air in here. I mean, eventually we are going to want to... let's just get a heater up for the time being. So Perkins, come work on the heater. Hillary is in here, so I'm going to get Hillary to drop all of her clothes. Perfect. And then Perkins, wear that. Oh, no. If you just wear the top, and I think the alpaca wool one is the one that really is good, if I'm not mistaken. So, we can now withstand temperatures. If I can find it. Where can I find it? Minimum. Really, is that it? Oh, because she hasn't put it on yet. Sorry. So now she's put it on. Oh, there we go. Minimal comfortable temperature. We can survive temperatures up to minus 57. I believe a lot of it is the alpaca wool parka. And yes, so if you look on the right side, it's up here, but if I move my mouse, it comes off. It actually tells you. So the alpaca wool parka on its own is minus 60. So actually, what I probably want is to keep wearing the human leather pants, because we get a bonus for wearing human leather stuff. I'm panicking, so I'm clicking everything wrong. So there we go. So we get the bonuses from the human leather hat and the legs and the t-shirt and the t-shirt. And then if we go to information, then we can withstand temperatures of minus 51. Hillary is building and just making... not doing good. Apparently she's shivering. We're going to see how well... actually... keep hauling. There we go. So that little heater will be more than enough. Obviously, the downside of a base like this is there's no air duct. So when we're opening doors, obviously a lot of cold air is coming in. But one little heater will be fine. Food binge, Hillary? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Dare eat more food. Come in my base. You eat my food. Disgusting. absolutely disgusting. The behaviour is just not becoming. So, winter's not as drastic, but obviously we were hitting minus 60 in the last map. We know this map is slightly colder, and obviously we can only withstand temperatures of minus 51 odd. So there's still going to be a period where we're not going to be able to do much. But at least then if we're in combat, stuff like that, we can actually do something and we ain't got to run in fear. I'm going to hold left shift for you to haul that Parker once you wake up. Perfect. Right, you're going to mine them 2 bits. And then we're going to have to mine out pretty much all of this. What is your mining skill at this point? No, Perkins. Do not come up here just to mine 1 square and then run away. Like, absolutely not. Not when your mood is sky high. You can sit in the rain. I want this all mined now. Because your mining skill... 13, if I hover over it, should get 14 in a bit. Which would be nice. Just holding that left shift and then right clicking to do all this. Let's get a big chunk done. Because how much is that? Look, 377 steel. And after this, it's just holding it down and we're done. This is all we need. Not forever, ever, but for the time being. Although I am going to queue up Perkins to actually haul some of this in. Yeah, look, lots of steel, lots of steel. This is for traps and obviously the workstations we want to get up. And perhaps some of the stuff that we actually want to do in the workstations. So that gives us 640 steel. Now I'm going to get you to probably do a few trips. Just to get this in sooner rather than later. Obviously, I'm watching her mood. You can see it from like the light blue slightly in front of the dark blue. It's a bit hard to see. That's why I don't normally check, because I normally look at that. And I know why she's going to be miserable at the minute. She's going to be miserable. Filthy environment. She's in the wet. She's probably getting hungry. Wreck's going to be coming up. You know, these sorts of things. So that's why I don't check. It's not because I'm lazy. But it's because I'm lazy. But genuinely, you play the game enough, you sort of... get it, you know. Sometimes it's nice just a reminder, but at the moment we need to be forcing her to do stuff like this. But she comes to have a sleep. We've got 522 steel actually in the stockpile, so that's not too bad. I'll probably let her do her tomorrow just so she can clean this, get the traps up, and then we're pretty much set to start getting all the workstations up. Probably going to turn this into another stockpile room. Obviously, eventually we'll want separate bedrooms, but for the time being, that's not really the be-all and end-all. So, awful barracks, ratty apparel. What is ratty? The flak vest. Oh, yeah, we'll drop it. That's fine. And we lose that slight debuff, I suppose. Keep Perkins' mood as high as possible. Can I go sign drug policy? Can we just not do drugs for the moment? Although we do have a bit of flake. So we'll use that if her mood gets ultra low. Oh, she didn't extract the skull. That's utterly disappointing, Perkins. What a waste of a human. You've got to use the whole human, Perkins. Come on. But now we're going to see the meals really rack up. 27 currently. But it seems like we get, what, 6 point something per human. So that's good to keep an eye on. Well, they won't be keeping an eye on it because... Do you reckon Perkins eats the eyes? Too much, too much. Can I click this body and extract skull? Might get her to do that now. Extract the skull. Because then I can go misc. Still. Put that there over at the dinner table. Because that's what you want. There we go. Because that'll increase her moods. Look. So skull spikes so she gets a +1. But, you know, a +1 is a +1 is a +1. Hideous environment now. Obviously, we do need to get statues up, that sort of stuff, but we're working on it. Like, we are rocking and a-rolling. The base is coming along lovely. And yeah, I'm really happy, guys. If you got to this part of the video, leave a like, leave a sub, leave a comment. I'll catch you next time, party people. Bye!